Hi, Sebastian Crowther here from Wine Theory. Delighted to be presenting one of the wines in this month's Master Pack. I have for you the 2017 Mosswood Cabernet Sauvignon from the Margaret River in Western Australia. It's a wine region that's located 270 kilometres southwest of the capital city Perth and has always been one of the premier wine growing regions in this country. It wasn't until the 1830s that European settlers first came to the region, and in those early days it was dairy production and also timber production that led the way. And it wasn't until 1967 that the first vines went down in this region. In fact, a year later, Mosswood planted their vineyard in 1968. So the 2017 is significant in that it's the 50th year. They celebrate the 50th year that grapes have been growing in this region. Mosswood's always been one of the premier wine producers, certainly a pioneer, and for sure the Cabernet Sauvignon that they produce has always been a benchmark of the region. The region itself has always been known for Chardonnay and also Cabernet. It has a maritime climate and also a Mediterranean climate. There's comparisons drawn between it and Bordeaux in France, where of course Cabernet originally comes from, and it's because of their proximity to a large body of water. This body of water has a moderating effect over the regions, and it means that they don't have big diurnal swings. And by that I mean that there's not as big a fluctuation between day and night temperatures. It creates a moderating effect. And this gives the grapes a long, even growing season. And that's what Cabernet needs. It's a late ripening grape variety, so it needs a long growing season to be able to get fully mature in its flavor profile, but also in its tannin structure. Cabernet Sauvignon has very thick skins and as a result has a lot of tannin. And if you ever pick a Cabernet grape off the vine when it's not quite ripe, you'll know about it because it has these very harsh, dry, astringent tannin. So the challenge of the winemaker is to always be selecting berries in the vineyard, monitoring the ripeness of those grapes to ensure that the tannins are at the optimal ripeness at the time that they pick them. And the growing season in Margaret River is perfect for getting all this to come together. 2017 was a cooler year. There's been comparisons drawn between it and the 1990 vintage, which is still drinking beautifully to this day. So there's no reason why this wine won't be able to age in the cellar for a long period of time. If you do choose to drink it in its youth in the next few years, I highly recommend popping it into a decanter and drinking it out of big glasses. And don't be afraid to match it with something that's got a little bit of flavour. Some rich red protein will definitely be able to stand up to the rich characteristics that the Cabernet from the Margaret River and certainly the Mosswood Cabernets have. So I hope you enjoy this wine and also all the other wines that have been selected for you this month. It's a delight bringing them to you, and I look forward to bringing more wines to you soon. Cheers.